And welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. Okay guys, now let's take care of result. Okay, I'm going to exit out and let's come right in here. With the result, we're going to have to declare an array that will take care of all of these text widgets. So let's come right here. You see, right click on result and let's go to event action perform. Click on that event and I'm going to scroll down here. First of all, let's create an array. This is going to be an integer array, and this is how you create an array in Java, on an integer array in Java, and that is the name of my array. It's called score equals new int. Then I'm going to open up a square bracket. I will enter about 9 in there and let's end it with a semicolon. So the very first part of my array is going to be score 0. Arrays always starts from 0. There we go. So the very first element that will be inside the array is going to be my txt score 1. Txt score 1. This is it right here, this very one. Okay, look at it. So I'm going to copy that, but the thing is, because this component only takes in string character, I'm going to have to convert it. Whatever I enter into it, I'm going to have to convert it into an integer. So to get that sorted, we say int integer dot parse int, and what integer am I passing? There is going to be jtxt score 1 dot get text. There. So I've taken care of the very first one. So I might as well just copy this and change the names around. I have 8 in total. And paste. So like I said earlier on, arrays always start from 0, so the next is 1, 2, 3 and so on. There, in total, if you count that, that's 8. Now this one's, the name is txt2 txt score 3, and we have 4 here, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There, and I'll have all my text box in place. Now I'm now going to add up all the values that we have inside each array. Let's assign that to array number 8, score 8. There, and score 8 equals as follows. We add up all the data that we have in here. So starting from the 0, so that will be 0. So we have another one and another one and so on. So just copy that. That's 4, 6 and 8. So let's change the values around. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. There we go. So that is every single data we have in here is added up and stored inside array number 8. Now I'm now going to add whatever we have inside array number 8. I'm going to assign that into txt total score dot set text, and the text that we are setting has to be converted back to string because it's an integer. So to convert an integer back to string, we say integer dot to string. That is it. And what am I converting to string? I am converting this score number 8. I'm converting that to a string. There we go, and just end this right there, and that is it. So whatever score that you enter in here is added up and stored right in here. Okay, so that is taken care of. Now let's find out with the score we have in here, if it's greater than 700, then we can assign first class here. If it's maybe around 600, then we can make that, let's say, about second class upper, and so on. So let's go back in there and use an if statement to take care of that. Come right down here and let's say if score 8 is greater than and equals to 700, enter a curly braces. In that case, j txt ranking dot set text that will be equals first class. There we go. First one is taken care of. Now we're going to use an else if to take care of the rest. So let's come in here. Let's say else if. There should be a space in between that. Else if it's 600, let's call that second class upper. Second class upper. Okay, if it's greater than and equals to 500, that will be second class lower. This is how you write your second class lower with an II. So we enter lower here. Good. Now the next option will be 400, and that will be third class. Anything greater than equals to 400 will be third class. Let's copy and paste that, change this one to 400 and no 400, and this is third class. You have third class there. The next one is, let's say 300. The case of 300 is greater than and equals to 300. Okay, that will be certificate of higher education. Now if it's less than, paste that here, if it's less than and equals to 299, that's a fail. There we go. So those are all the conditions that goes with this text box that you guys are looking at here. All of this text box, and those values are stored in here. But there's something I haven't taken care of, the date. Need to enter date as well. Okay, that is fine. Okay, let's add date underneath here. So let's say I'm going to say calendar, and that was why I actually added this calendar driver. Calendar, I'm going to call it today equals calendar dot get instant. I've just created a calendar object here. So this very calendar object is going to be today dot get time, and this time will be converted anyway. There. I'm going to use that to simplify the date. So let's say sample date format. Okay, sample date format. I'm going to call that T date. That is equals new sample date format. Get rid of this. Let's copy this. And my date format is going to take the following format: day dash mm. Oh, let's use uppercase. Let's use, no, I want to use lowercase in there. Dash mm dash forwise. Okay, that is fine. There. Now we've got that in place. What we then need to do is to assign that straight into txt date dot set text, and that is as follows. So it's going to be t day dot format. And what am I formatting? I am actually formatting today dot get time. There. And that should officially give us the date. That is it. Okay, I'm going to save that. And let's run it just to make sure it all works. Then before I take care of the other condition, run. Okay, oh, I need to be able to add some data in here. Okay, let's assume it's all zeros. Click on result. There we go. Fail, and today's date is right there. So that's fine. That's fine. It's working. Okay, but one other thing is, supposing the end user end up entering values greater than 100, that I don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is as follows, and that's going to be based on individual frames really. So let's assume, let's grab this, grab that, come right down here, paste that in here. So it's going to be array 0 if it's greater than 100. If it's greater than 100, then score 1, txt score 1 dot text should automatically default back to 0. There. Now I'm going to copy this, repeat the same thing for the next one. That'll be for 2, 3, there. So now let's change the order around. This is 0, so this one is going to be 1. If this one is 1 array, this one is 2, 2, 3, 3, and we have 4, 4, we have 5, 5 here, we have 6 here, 6, and we have 7 here. Okay, Okay, 7. That's array number 7, which makes it 8, and we have 18 here. That is it, all done. Get rid of these ones. There. So that is everything about my results. So have a good look at it. Take it from the top here, bring it down here, and this is where we actually assigned our grade. Bring it down, dates, and where we validate the input on each of the text box. That is it. Alright, that is fine. Now let's try it out anyway. I'm going to go back in here. I will select every single one of these. Let's just uncheck it. Come right here, and where is it? Enable. Yeah. Okay, let's run it. Run. It's coming up. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do now is let's enter some data in here, over and here. Alright, so let's click on results. There we go, and you see the ones that are way too over 100. You see what happened? They get deleted. Okay, so we will now come in here and just add some values. There we go. Okay, so that is working the way we want. Now I'm going to take care of these individually. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. They are all taken. 5 taken care of. These 2 are not taken care of. Cancel that. Okay, let's exit out. Alright, let's take care of the transcript. Where is this transcript? Come down here, right click, and let's select action perform. There we go. So right in here inside the transcript, let's say JTXT transcript, dot append, okay, which means add to. What I want you to add in there is going to be as follows: /tab. This is how we write tab. Okay, and that is going to be transcript. So hopefully it should be able to center my transcript there. Now I'm going to come down here and let's get rid of this for now. I would then add next line. That's how we write next line as well. I put this here to prevent the error. Okay, now that is done. I'm now going to come down here. Let's say plus the next one is going, let's just add underline. There we go, and take me to the next line. I will now come down to the next line here, plus, let's make sure it's in order. That is going to be student registration. Number. Okay, that's where the student registration number will be displayed. Okay, enter column there and tab 2 of those. Okay, let's and I want to add the student name, no, student ID. Let's add more space in there. Okay, say plus JTXT student ID dot get whatever we have in there, text, plus take me to the new line. Say double new line. That is good, taken care of. Now let's take care of the name. Yeah, name, let's do that. I'm going to add another plus sign here. Okay, plus name, and I would then say plus JTXT first name dot get plus, I'm going to add about 3 tabs. Yep, and let's say plus again here. Get rid of this, no, plus. We want to then add the score, no, JTXT surname. Okay, let's add the surname, not the score. Dot get text. Alright, that's fine, that's taken care of. We have the first name and the surname there. Let's add double space in there. Good. Now to take care of the others, and I have the student ID number, the student first name and surname. Now the grades, I'm going to copy all of these, paste this one here, there. All I need to change is this is going to be number 1, and the module here, the module is going to be, well, we have to get rid of all of this. This is JCBO module 1 dot get selected item, get selected item. There we go. And in here that is going to be score 1 there. So the very first one is taken care of, so I'm just going to copy this. It's now a little bit easier. Paste, and that is 2. We have 4 now, and copy all of this again. That is it, we have 8. So let's just change this around. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. So let's just put it all in order properly. Tidy it up. There we go. And this is 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There. So this is how you create your transcript. Now what is left is just for us to add our, let's add the total, the ranking and date. I'm going to copy all of this, let's put a line across here, copy, and right underneath here, paste. Okay, there we have two, so that's fine. Now the very first one here is going to be for total. I'm going to say plus total score. And backspace, yeah, 2 will do, plus jtxt total score dot get text. Okay, plus let's say new line. So we have our score in place, total score in place. We now need ranking. Let's take care of ranking as well. I'm just going to copy this, so that should do for ranking and date. Copy. So that will be date, no ranking. This will be date. Paste. So we enter date here, and the components, change the name of the component to date. We have ranking here. There we go. Change the name of that to ranking as well. And my friends, this is how you take care of your transcript. Right, that is your transcript taken care of. Have a good look at that. Okay, let's save, run, and let's see how that's gonna look like. Run. Alright, I'm going to change the data we have in here, just write anything in there, and I'm going to actually lock up the whole system. There we go. Results, yep. Transcript, there we go. Look at that. The name is now showing, and here, because I did not select anything here, I should have selected something. So let's try that again. I'm now going to use the clear, that will clear the whole system. So let's enter the student ID here, name, and the name is my best friend Tony Montana. There. Okay, try the transcript one more time. There we go. Now look at that, it's all populated. Tony Montana's name, Tony Montana. There shouldn't be any space in here, the space is too wide. Okay, student's number, yeah, that's good. Alright, that's very good. So my transcript is fine. All we then need to do is just to click on print. Let's go for yes, why not? Yeah, go for it. Okay, we have to give it a name. Let's just call it Tony Transcript. Okay, Tony Trans, that's fine. Save it on my desktop. Click on save, and that is it. It's now coming up. There we go. See that? So the print works as well. Okay, let's go back to NetBeans. NetBeans. All right. Okay, that's fine now. So I'm going to clear the whole system. Let's clear it. 1 2 3 4 5 works, so we need this. I need this very one so that I can add up all the details straight in here. So we also need to create a database. Okay, let's clear it all out for now, and I'm going to see all of these ones. I'm going to disable them just the way it was before. So let's go back in here, select it all. I want them all disabled to be enabled using the following, all of this. Now go straight to the properties. Where is enable? That's enabled there. I'm going to uncheck that, disables it, so that is fine. Now let's run it and see. Alright, it's all fine. I'm working the way we want. So I'm going to just call it the end of the third part of this tutorial, and I will see you guys shortly.